Welcome to the Tea with the Masters podcast, starring 4 of the world's leading martial arts experts. First up, we have the Warrior, world-breaking champion, holder of multiple world records, professional teacher, mentor, and World Martial Arts Congress representative for the Republic of Ireland, Sifu Keith Fanning. Next is the Scholar, author, speaker, mentor, business and life coach, and president of the USA Hapkido Union and USA representative for the World Martial Arts Congress, Grandmaster Richard Hackworth. We also have the Technician, founder of JaeMuKwan Hapkido, vice president of the USA Hapkido Union, member of the World Martial Arts Congress Education Committee, and Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association Florida State Representative, Grandmaster Jeannotte. And let's not forget the philosopher, author, language, culture, and leadership development teacher, and spokesmodel for the World Martial Arts Congress, Instructor Ma. We invite you to like and share this video with your friends and subscribe to this channel so that you never miss an exciting episode.
Hi, Sifu Keith Fanning here, Grandmaster and founder of the Blue Dragon Martial Arts and Combat System. Welcome to my segment of the Tea with the Masters podcast. On this segment, I wanted to talk to you about coming back to training after maybe a short period, medium period. You know, people come back to training after a break, maybe from injury, maybe just a break from training because of life commitment, work commitment, family commitment. But what they forget is that while it's taken you 6 months to get your body to a particular level, you know, whether it's with your exercise regime, you know, your cardio, your flexibility, your kicking, you lose it after 3 weeks of not using it. And it goes back to the old saying, you know, use it or lose it. So when you come back to training, people have this thing, they might have only been off for a month, maybe 2 months. You know, I was able to do this, and they find that they jump back in at the deep end and suddenly they're sore beyond what they thought would be possible the next day. They also get pulled muscle strain, tendons. So, you know, you got to really look at easing yourself back in gently. One of my old masters used to say, you know, take every 3 weeks that you've been off, and now you get an idea of how far you've gone. So if you've been off for 2 months, you're almost, let's say 8 weeks, you're almost 9 weeks. That's 3 times. So it's going to take you 3 weeks to get back into some form of regular training where it's not going to hurt as much. So his equation on it, if you like, was for every 3 weeks it's going to take you 1 week to get back. Now, that being said, some people, like my students, we train more than twice a week. We train for more than 1 hour per class. So the regime kind of comes back a little bit quicker. And again, the more you put in, the more you get out. There's a lot of old sayings and analogies and everything. So, but we take, for example, I took a month off a couple of years ago. I can't exactly remember when. I think it was the start of COVID. I was only doing some garden workouts, and then I was still working, so work took over. But after that 3 weeks, I remember my first session back thinking, oh yeah, this will be easy. It's only been 4 weeks. I'd forgotten everything I'd been told. So now, the following morning, I went to get out of bed. My abs were sore. Inside my legs were sore, my hamstrings were killing me. You know, these are simple things. And I didn't do much of a workout. It wasn't a high intensity workout, but it was a volume workout. And again, these are some of the things that people need to look at. You know, on your return, I know a lot of people who are starting to return to training now. The life-work balance has settled down a little bit. And, you know, one guy in particular, he's 59, he'll be 60 this year. He's coming back to training with me. I'm going to have to work with him at a slower rate just to get his body back so that he won't quit. I think this time of year, you know, we're talking between Christmas and New Year. People are making plans for the New Year. Oh yeah, I'm coming back training. I'm going to. But what happens is they jump in and they do too much in the first week. They do too many sit-ups, too many push-ups, too much barbell work, whatever. But they become sore. The soreness then, they're too sore to go back to training, so they take a day off. Now they've already broken their New Year's resolution. They've now broken the pattern. They've broken what was set to be the new habit I'm not just talking about New Year's resolutions, I'm actually talking in general. If you're going back to training after a time off, allow for the fact that you're going to be sore, so you must ease your way back in. Now, in previous podcasts I've talked about when you're stiff, you don't necessarily stretch, you warm up. If you try and stretch a stiff muscle, you're going to do a bit of damage. You're going to cause micro tears, you're going to cause issues in the tendons, you're going to cause a little bit if you're only coming back. So you ease your way back in, you warm up, put the extra time into warming up your legs, put the extra time into warming up the muscles. Light movement, light, for me personally, if this guy coming back, he's going to be doing a lot of mobility work just to make sure that his hips and his tendons, everything's going to work the way it needs to work to get him to where he wants to be and get him to his goal. So I'm just going to pick him for a moment on this one, because he hasn't trained in a couple of years. Since he's trained, he put on a lot of weight, then he lost a lot of weight. Now we got to look at the tension his body has been under by carrying stress from work, stress from home, stress. You don't think that you've got stress, but stress is there. Did I do the job good enough? Am I doing good enough at home? My kids, my wife happy? There's endless amounts of stress that are upon us that you don't realise are there, so they cause a factor. These factors can become overbearing on muscles and tendons because you bring them into your everyday life. You don't realise you're tense and stiff because you've had a bad day at work or whatever. But if we do gentle bodyweight squats, even TRX squats, all these things that will help the body to start being supple again, being able to move again. Again, one of my masters, we used to do step work. So you'd start off on a 9-inch step, then you go up to a 12-inch step, then you go up to an 18-inch step, and so on. But these step work they were not really a compound exercise, but they were an exercise to get your muscles used to going up and down, up and down, up and down, taking light impact, rather than jumping straight in, doing a lot of skipping or a lot of jumping jacks or star jumps. You were really, really working. I know it sounds strange, but you've got the time, you have the availability to start easing your way back in, make it enjoyable. I think that's one of the things too. If you go back on your first or second workout and you go all in and you're trying to sweat and you're trying to get everything out there, you don't enjoy it. Whereas if you find a love for it, you enjoy it, you're making your body work nice and gently, get the blood flow. Make sure the blood is flowing, make sure you break the first couple of beads of sweat. Now it's time to start putting in that little bit extra effort. So once you put that little bit extra effort in, and again, you can gradually, when I've taken on students in the past, and again, what I'll be doing with this guy in the new year is, say for instance, we start off, he can do six push-ups. I'm just going to pick a silly number, 6 push-ups. Well, the next workout, I want him to do 7. The next workout, I want him to do 8. And we're going to build until eventually he can do 20, 30, 40, whatever happens to be that he wants to do or we need him to do. Again, looking at compound movements then, adding in some barbell work, adding in some extra weight for him. I personally love kettlebells, mace bells. I love all that kind of stuff because they make your body work in a free range motion. Anyway, as I said, hopefully everybody's had a great holiday season. Hopefully you're making your plans for the new year. Positive starts, but remember, if you are only returning to training after a prolonged period off, go easy. Don't be so hard on yourself, because every 10 squats or every 10 push-ups that you do is more than you've done in the last period of time. So, pat yourself on the back, get in there, go easy, make it happen, make it last. And if it is a New Year's resolution, remember, most New Year's resolutions fail in the first 30 days. So try and make it past that. Make it enjoyable. Thanks for listening, folks. Anybody's got any questions, please look me up, sifufanning.com. You've also got sifufanning@gmail.com. And then you've got me all over social media. You just look up Sifu Fanning, you'll find me, okay? Great to hear from you guys, and I look forward to future events and future segments. Thanks for listening.
Mark your calendars for October 2026 because the Warrior Spirit Hall of Fame is heading to Ireland, and it's going to be massive. This isn't just some regular trophy ceremony. We're talking about a global gathering hosted by Sifu Keith Fanning, the legend behind the Blue Dragon combat system. They're bringing together masters and practitioners from all over the world to celebrate the true warrior's path. It's all happening at the Bracken Court Hotel, and the vibe is all about honor, discipline, and the lifelong grind. They're doing Hall of Fame inductions, Lifetime Achievement Awards, and some serious live performances. Sifu Fanning says this is about recognizing the people who actually live the martial arts lifestyle every single day. Now, listen up. If you want to get involved, they are looking for sponsors and media partners right now. This is a huge chance to get your brand in front of a global audience. For sponsorship opportunities, media inquiries, or to get on that early registration list, you need to email sifufanning@gmail.com or head over to sifufanning.com. Tickets and nominations officially drop in January 2026, and spots are limited, so don't wait on this one.
Hello, I am Richard Hackworth. I am the USA Director for the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association and the USA Director for the World Martial Arts Congress. I am also the host of the annual Hapkido Instructors Course and Conference in the USA, sanctioned by the USA Hapkido Union and the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association. Over the years, I have earned the reputation of being a scholar of the history, culture, and traditions of the Korean martial arts. I hope that you will find my part of the show informative and educational. This part of the show is sponsored by the usahapkidounion.org. Today's topic is the 7 C's of a champion mindset. Champions aren't born, they are made. 1. Confidence. What it means. Believing in yourself even when no one else does. How to build it. Stop negative self-talk and replace I can't with I will. Take small risks to prove your abilities. Keep promises to yourself. Self-trust equals confidence. 2. Courage. What it means. Taking action despite fear. How to build it. Do one uncomfortable thing daily. Focus on the next step, not the entire journey. Remember, fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. 3. Consistency. What it means. Small efforts every day create massive results. How to build it. Set a non-negotiable daily habit. Use the 2-minute rule. Start small, stay consistent. Track progress. What gets measured gets improved. 4. Control. What it means. Mastering your emotions and focus. How to build it. Stop reacting. Take a deep breath before responding. Focus only on what you can control. Actions, mindset, effort. Cut distractions. Your energy is precious. 5. Commitment. What it means. Staying dedicated even when motivation fades. How to build it. Write down your why and read it daily. Eliminate Plan B. Burn the ships. Show up even when you don't feel like it. 6. Clarity. What it means. Knowing exactly what you want and why. How to build it. Define your top 3 goals for the next 6 months. Visualize your success every morning. Say no to things that don't align with your vision. 7. Conviction. What it means. Unshakable belief in your purpose. How to build it. Stop seeking approval. Trust your instincts. Revisit past wins to reinforce self-belief. Act as if you've already won. The mind follows action. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Remember, the journey to the heart of Hapkido begins with a single step. Get started today. Don't go away. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Ready to become a life champion? Dive into Be a Life Champion, The Martial Arts Way by Grandmaster Richard Hackworth, the ultimate guide to unlocking your potential using martial arts principles. Transform your life using the powerful techniques and wisdom found in martial arts. This book will inspire you to conquer challenges and elevate every aspect of your life. Master the art of living like a true champion. Available now on Amazon.
Hello, I am Grandmaster Jeannotte, the Vice President of the USA Hapkido Union, founder of JaeMuKwan Hapkido, member of the World Martial Arts Congress Education Committee, and the Florida representative to the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association. This part of the show is sponsored by the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association. Learn more at www.kmaia.org. Today I will be discussing why accountability and self-discipline are the success tools of modern warriors. The path of the martial artist is not simply a collection of techniques, it is a profound journey of self-mastery. In a world full of distractions and fleeting commitments, the true essence of the warrior is redefined. The modern-day warrior doesn't only seek victory on the mat, but triumph over their own limitations. Their defining characteristics, their very trademarks, are accountability and self-discipline. Owning your journey as a warrior. As you've noted in the martial arts, accountability is more than a principle. It is the bedrock of the art itself. The bow, that simple, universal gesture, is a contract. It's a silent oath, not just to your teacher and peers, but to your future self. You are promising to fully inhabit the present moment of training and to be fully responsible for the results. This commitment extends far beyond the studio walls. Every choice, what you eat, when you rest, how you speak to others, the consistency of your home practice is a reflection of your accountability. The modern warrior understands that there are no victims, only volunteers. When you miss a training session, it's not the fault of your busy schedule, it's a consequence of your prioritization. When a technique fails, it's an opportunity to look inward and adjust your effort, not to blame the circumstance. This is the hard truth of growth, owning your progress and your failures alike. The warrior doesn't shy away from mistakes, they dissect them and learn from them. This level of self-honesty, this true accountability, is what separates the casual participant from the true student on the path of mastery. It's the constant, unwavering voice that says, I am responsible for my own transformation. Forging self-discipline creates character. Accountability is the promise you make to yourself. Self-discipline is the action you take to keep it. Discipline is the furnace in which the warrior's spirit is forged. It is not glamorous, it is the mundane, persistent effort applied when no one is watching. It is choosing the difficult path of growth over the comfortable path of stagnation. You eloquently captured the pivotal moments of training, those times when fatigue, frustration, or fear set in. These are the true battles. They are not tests of your technique, but of your character. When you hit that mental or physical wall, the voice of doubt will speak loudly, tempting you to stop, to ease up, to quit. This is where self-discipline becomes your shield and your sword. Doubt is countered by confidence, not arrogance, but the deep-seated belief in your trained ability to endure. Pain is met by discipline, the structured response that forces the body to obey the will. Obstacles are overcome by the mantra, I can and I will. This warrior's mindset is the refusal to accept any self-imposed limitation. It is the resilience that compels the fighter to get up one more time, the student to repeat the kata again for perfection, and the professional to maintain their integrity when the easier, unethical option beckons. Self-discipline, therefore, is not about being restrictive. It is about unlocking true freedom by refusing to be a slave to your own fleeting emotions or momentary discomforts. The legacy of the modern warrior. The trademarks of accountability and self-discipline define the modern warrior because the fight today is largely internal. It is the commitment to health, to focus, to ethical action, and to relentless self-improvement in every aspect of life. Live by the code. Own your effort. Control your response. Honor your promise. I hope that you find that the principles of accountability and self-discipline you practice in your martial arts training naturally transfer to other aspects of your personal or professional life. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you will enjoy other episodes of the show here on this channel.
World Martial Arts Media is your complete source for martial arts magazines, radio, TV, movies, and the fastest growing community in the martial arts world.
Look, if you're a martial artist, you know it's about way more than just the kicks and the punches. But have you ever noticed how many people spend all their time debating who's real or which style is better? It's exhausting, right? Well, there's a group that's actually doing something different. I'm talking about the World Martial Arts Leadership Facebook group. As the creators say, real leaders stand for people, not a product, a service, or a metric. This isn't a place for ego or useless debates. It's a community built to support the World Martial Arts Congress and its members in making a real-world impact. We're talking about real, living, breathing people working together to change the world through ethics and actual leadership. It's about making our entire community stronger from the inside out. If you're tired of the drama and want to be part of the solution, you need to join this movement. Check the link in my description or head over to Facebook and search for World Martial Arts Leadership. Let's stop talking and start leading. See you in the group!
Hello, I am Instructor Ma. I am the World Martial Arts Congress Language, Culture, and Character Development teacher. This portion of the show is sponsored by worldmartialartscongress.cn. While you are here, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button and share this video with a friend. It helps us more than you know. Now, on with the show. Today's topic is 5 reasons that we must consider conditioning our first technique. As martial artists, we have philosophy that conditioning is the cornerstone of martial arts mastery. As a martial arts expert and fitness enthusiast with over 2 decades of combined experience, I firmly believe that conditioning is the cornerstone of martial arts mastery. While technique, strategy, and mental fortitude are undoubtedly crucial, a strong and well-conditioned body provides the foundation upon which all other aspects of martial arts are built. Here are the 5 compelling reasons why we prioritize conditioning as our first technique. Number 1. Injury prevention. A well-conditioned body is less susceptible to injuries. Strong muscles, improved flexibility, and enhanced balance can help prevent common martial arts injuries such as sprains, strains, and concussions. When you prioritize conditioning, you're investing in your long-term health and longevity in the sport. Number 2, enhanced performance. Physical fitness directly impacts your performance on the mat. A strong, conditioned body allows you to execute techniques with greater power, speed, and precision. When you have the stamina to maintain a high-level intensity throughout a match or training session, you're more likely to outlast your opponents and achieve your goals. Number 3, mental toughness. Conditioning is not just about physical fitness. It also plays a crucial role in developing mental toughness. Pushing your body to its limits and overcoming challenges can build resilience and confidence. When you know you're physically capable of handling anything that comes your way, it can give you a mental edge in competitions and training. Number 4, versatility. A well-conditioned body is more versatile and adaptable. Whether you're practicing striking, grappling, or a combination of both, physical fitness is the essential for excelling in all areas of martial arts. When you have a strong foundation of conditioning, you're better equipped to handle the demands of different styles and techniques. Number 5, overall health and wellness. Conditioning benefits extend far beyond the martial arts mat. Regular physical activity can improve your cardiovascular health, boost your immune system, and enhance your overall well-being. By prioritizing conditioning, you're not just investing in your martial arts career, you're also investing in your long-term health and happiness. From this, we have learned that conditioning is an indispensable component of martial arts mastery. By prioritizing physical fitness, you can enhance your performance, reduce your risk of injuries, build mental toughness, develop versatility, and improve your overall health and well-being. Remember, a strong body is the foundation upon which all other aspects of martial arts are built. For more information on joining the World Martial Arts Congress or getting our character development program for your school, please visit our page at www.facebook.com/World Martial Arts Congress. If you got something from this video, and I certainly hope that you did, it will mean a lot to me if you liked and commented on this video. Thank you for watching.
Martial Arts Lifestyle 365, the world's leading martial arts resource.
Yo, martial arts family! If you've been looking for a way to get your name out there and share what you know with the world, you need to listen up. The community wants to hear from you. Whether you're a coach, a fighter, or just someone obsessed with the craft, Martial Arts Media Magazine is where you need to be. They aren't just a magazine, it's a massive platform. We're talking featured blogs, high-level videos, and podcasts that actually dive deep into the arts we love. But here's the best part. They are looking for fresh faces and new knowledge. They want to feature your story and your skills. Don't gatekeep that greatness. Send them a message right now to get featured. You can head over to worldmartialartsmedia.com, or if you want that direct line, shoot an email to richardhackworth@gmail.com. You can also find them on Facebook at World Martial Arts Media Official to check out the vibe. Stop waiting for a sign. This is it. Go get featured and let's grow the arts together.
You have been listening to the Tea with the Masters podcast. We hope that you enjoyed our show, and we look forward to having you join us again next month for another exciting episode. Be sure to browse our channel and subscribe for more exciting and educational content.